Yeah, so my inventory weight has gone up to 180, which is slightly less terrifying than being just 10 points away, but still hurts. And I'm going to change back to my potion rather than my decoction because I've got it now. Josie has pointed out to me that I can drink things straight from the menu, which I did remember. I did know. I didn't remember. We have to go and see the head.
I want you to sew these rags together for me.
He can't, he's busy. He's growing me a beard.
Hey, Shusta. Take it you're good with scissors. Give me a haircut.
It ain't something I usually do, but it wouldn't be right to turn down a traveller.
He says that, but he does this for me every time, and I come to him a lot for it because when I'm in Skellige, if I know I'm going to be in Skellige for a long time, Geralt gets a complete haircut and he cuts it all off to the elven rebel. I know, but if I'm going to be swimming all the time, a long ponytail is just not practical. Here we go. Gets a razor blade out for my ponytail to help me grow a beard.
There he is.
That's better. It's not quite as bushy as I'd like, but it's better. Ah, so much better. I did do the friendly mutton chops for a while. That was amusing. Right, the issue with doing this is I don't remember where the next fast travel point is.
It's not far.
It's down here by the big hill.
I was taking you there anyway. So, with the mark on your face,
yes.
If you start Hearts of Stone before finishing the main story, you can talk to people about it.
Oh, cool. We should try that.
Because, like, do you know how to get rid of this? And they were just like, nah, sorry.
Nice. Yeah, we'll give that a go. Okay, so on with the story. In Novigrad. Or slightly down from Novigrad. Oh, Oxenvert again. Fair enough.
Right. Travel. Forward on time. That is not a poppadom.
I was just thinking, I probably make a stranger noise than you do. It's my massive water bottle that bubbles. Which, by the way, is the reason that one of us is still slightly hungover and one of us isn't. Massive water bottle.
Hey, I've been trying to drink water all day. Just not been wanting to stay. Don't drink, kids.
It's not worth it, is what we're finding out.
Mm.
If you're going to drink, know when to stop.
Yeah. Which I still do not know.
I've never managed, or at least I've never had the patience to drain stamina of somebody with a shield or anything like that.
No, but would you know if you...
Yeah, because there's a little brown bar underneath it.
Oh, I didn't pay any attention
And then
to
if
that.
they've got the shield and that drains, they drop it. But it always gets to like almost gone, and then they stand still and pant for a bit, and then they're fine. And when they start standing still and panting, I kill them. So... Oh,
My laptop wants to restart.
it's all gone loady.
Where you think you're going, mucker?
Why do you even care?
You're
That's
in the
so much
military
better than
operations zone, and our job's to collect the war tax.
Look more like you're collecting for a round of vodka to me.
I wonder I do. Will you be that cheeky when we accuse you of spying? Now shut your trap and pay.
Oh, come on. Where's the third option? You don't need to see his identification. These are not the droids you're looking for. I have enjoyed using Axie to get out of most things, although when I did my first ever playthrough of it, it got me into a spot of bother.
Because you did it in a crowded room.
I was looking after Triss, so I stand by it. I have no issue killing them, but I just don't know if I want to waste the time. And also, they are guards.
Gonna succumb.
Why would you phrase it like
let
that?
them maybe do it to other people after you.
Ah, good point, good point. For the greater good.
Not about to give you a copper.
Told you he was a spy. We're gonna arrest you in the name of good King Radovid.
Good luck, he's
You
dead.
can always try.
Spoiler alert.
What's going on here?
Reporting the capture of a suspicious individual, sir. A spy.
A witcher'd make as good a spy as you'd make a chaperone. I catch you extorting coin again, and you'll go straight to the front.
That was
the
easy.
Eastern Front. And you, Witcher, best give these parts
Eastern
a wide
Front, that's
berth.
against Nilfgaard, isn't it?
Thanks. Farewell.
I would imagine.
It is, yeah. I know my Witcher lore.
I get so confused with all the different politics
Yeah.
and where is what.
So, little tip for people, because I didn't realise this. I spent ages looking around for Dimetrium when I was trying to make my swords. Dimeridium. And then I read online somewhere that people literally just killed the witch hunters and took the handcuffs and broke them down. I sold so many pairs of handcuffs and then read that and I was so furious. But of course they would be because they're for sorceresses. So yeah, don't do what I did. Actually, you know, keep handcuffs when you buy them. In this context. Oh.
The devil walked a crooked path, his heart a full of ire. No soul would lend him coin for drink, no wench would quench his fire.
It's a delightful snort of laughter.
What are they doing?
Play. Overgrown wains, you see. Have you any children, Geralt?
None.
Oh, yes.
Liar.
Yeah, no, that annoys
Forgotten
me.
witches is sterile. Well, don't just stare at me. Tell me what brings you.
Although I guess it would make sense if.
Depending on the
Okay,
outcome. And in fairness, my Geralt, as my entire playthrough, has been basically me doing everything I can to help others and then being betrayed by them, is so bitter that when she rode off with her dad, he disowned Ciri.
How dare you?
Obviously, if she came back, he'd forgive her. Like that. But, you know, for now... Oh.
Let's play Gwent.
I wonder what we're going to do first.
You ever play Gwent?
An immortal demands you fulfill 3 wishes, and you've the gall to propose a round of Gwent.
Yeah.
Always.
Afraid to lose? No problem. I'll find someone else.
Believe that's the worst wind-up I've ever heard. Lay out your cards.
Worked, though. Right, let's have a quick look at my deck, though, because...
So I think he's monsters.
Oh, I hate going up against monsters.
So it's worth having your Scorches and your Biting Frosts.
Cool.
Not all the Biting Frosts, but...
I may drop out my, my muster. Just because I don't like swapping them back in. Right, I've got a Biting Frost. Is it going to be worth having decoys?
I always have... no, actually 2. No,
Drop one
yeah,
out.
I always like to have 2. But it's your game. It's okay.
Cool.
You play how you want to play.
A couple of Scorches, got a decoy. I think I'll go with it for now.
Okay, well, you can replay this one, so...
Cool. spy. You're kind of useless on your own, so let's swap you out. Oh,
That's
he's
good.
good.
That's very
That's a good hand. Let's run with that.
Hopefully this game of Gwent will actually record, unlike our last
Yeah, it's a shame because the last one was a nail biter
game. It
as
was
well.
down to
Oh.
the last card, wasn't it?
Literally came down to the last card, and it could have gone either way. So it's a real shame that didn't record.
Oh yeah, so something about Olgierd.
Mm.
I can't remember, I've not played him that much, but any spies you put will double. So Dijkstra is an 8.
Okay. Oh, how strange. I wonder what the logic is behind that. It's a shame I don't have a Geralt or a Ciri.
But you could. Oh no, ignore me. I mean, you could.
I do have her, so I could play one of my other cards and bring him back.
Or
Obviously not one of my hero cards.
play your Golden Dragon, which will take out his 8 and give you a 7.
Yeah. And then decoy it. Maybe not. Well, let's have a look.
You can bring it back with a medic another time.
Okay. Cool. That'll do. It's always nice to have a round 1, I think.
Yeah.
Some good cards. I do just want him to, oh see, I want to use my decoy with my medic, so I can bring a couple back. I do want to push him into using a couple more cards though, so I may throw Roach to the wolves. Now, if we were doing this pre-end of game, I would be throwing Philippa to the wolves. But some people just deserve it, you know? Ooh. I've not seen the toad before.
No, he's Olgierd's special card.
Ah. I might leave it at that. Or do I want to scorch? I don't have 2. And I don't want to get stuck with 2 scorches because I've got some high cards. I do want him to use as much as he can right now. Especially if it gets out something higher level or a muster. Oh, we'll have that back. Oh, he's 8 on my side as well. Oh, does that mean if I put him over he'll be 16?
No, I don't think so.
It's a good time to use him anyway.
So weird looking at your cards. Mine, I've got the different set,
Oh, okay,
so they all look different.
fair enough. Right, I think I may continue from there. I kind of don't, there's nothing else I really want to. Oh, we could sacrifice Triss. Who doesn't deserve it
Yeah, I'm cool
as
with
much?
that.
Hmm?
Nothing. Nothing.
She doesn't
Nothing.
deserve
I
it
like
as
Triss.
much.
I like Triss.
Ah, come on. That wasn't worth it. That wasn't worth giving her up. Oh well. What's done is done. This is where you have to be careful, because I have the Scorch card, but I have to wait to play it at the last moment, but without killing my own cards.
Maybe a good time, because he's got 4 6s on the board.
That's true. Yeah, that's good. Good point. I'm glad he played that. Takes away my dilemma. It's always nice to be able to burn the witches. Oh, what have we got with him? Okay. Yeah, it's always nice to see them play those kind of cards. So I'm playing that while I've still got the medic in. So if he does have a Scorch, I can bring it back. It's always worth planning ahead in a strategy game. Shockingly. Ooh.
Sorry, still annoying.
Yeah, he's got nothing left, and I'm about to eliminate his front row. Well, this is disappointingly easy in comparison to the one we played before.
Although I think in the
That
one
shall be from now on known as the Lost Gwent game.
yeah, the Lost Gwent game.
Yeah.
Although I think possibly that one's tricky because if you lose, you do get the donkey ears.
You do get the donkey ears, and I kind of wanted the donkey ears because, you know, who doesn't want to see Geralt in donkey ears?
It is a sight,
But
especially when he then goes dancing with the donkey ears.
Oh, but I really don't want to lose my money. I worked hard for that. I looted a lot for that.
He stole from a lot of peasants for that.
Hey, no, actually, I'm very good at not stealing from peasants. I steal from bandits and smugglers.
Shite. Not much I detest more than losing. Well, my congratulations. This card's yours.
Thanks.
Yay! I think I've asked him all of these. Do you want to run through them anyway?
Well, they're not blanked out.
Keep wondering how you turned the Ophiri into a beast. The more I think about it, the more I'm sure it was no run-of-the-mill curse.
This professional curiosity, or nosiness as common as the clap.
Desire to improve. Information could prove useful down the line.
In the future, you under the delusion you'll complete your tasks, live happily ever after.
Remains to be seen. So for now, admit it. The mage helped you, right?
Give you a hint. You're not the only one to fulfill wishes round here.
Odin transformed the Ophiri? It was your wish?
Nay. It was my doing alone. But you're right. It was no ordinary curse. Though I'll say no more. A curse I uttered in a moment of rage, with no thought to it actually taking hold.
Now, what I wonder is Geralt now wearing his medallion just pinned inside his outfit? Or is it on a massively long chain that goes around his neck and then down through the under armour and then back up over the outside jacket? Because that is not coming off of his neck. So he's either elongated the chain or he's pinned it inside his uniform. They're just the things I wonder about.
First time I've seen a saber like that. What's its origin?
A fear. It was a gift. Any soft-armed craven can hang a blade from his belt, prance about feigning danger, but my saber's a promise. If I reach for it, heads will roll. Mere sight of it quells the urge to duel in shavers eager to face Olgierd von Everink, the infamous outlaw.
My medallion seems to think it's magic.
It thinks, eh? And I think you've never seen a better weapon.
Your band, chosen some interesting specimens.
Interested? How so? Common carousers and roughnecks, every last one.
Where'd you dig them up?
Some have been with me ages, others I gathered on the road, and a few found me themselves. They're company for drink and sport at least. And ever since I began travelling with them, my old enemies have sat quiet as moles.
Interesting. Now those two have greyed out, so they must have been new. And this one's changed. I'm glad we went for them.
Tell me, how'd you meet the Ophiri you turned into a beast?
Aren't you a nosy one?
What's it matter? You like to talk about yourself.
That I cannot deny. Ophiri was a Dauphin on a voyage through lands unknown, to learn of their cultures and customs. He fell for a lass. As it happened, this woman was already important to me. But at the time, I was now compared to a noble from a foreign land. So her parents promised her hand to the Ophiri, though she loved me. If you'd only seen his feeble attempts at charm. When she asked why he travelled disguised as a common merchant, he said he was like the frog from the fairy tale. One kiss from her, and he turned into a prince. Wanted to be a frog. Became a frog.
Vladimir sends his love.
You spoke to him? Impossible.
Did more than that. Fulfilled your wish. And talked to him extensively. Curious what he had to say?
Ooh.
Fulfilled your wish. Your dead brother had himself one more day like those of old.
Very easy to say. But have you got any proof?
I do.
I hope he wrote some kind of code word.
Vladimir's hand is unmistakable. You've done well, Witcher. Is that all? Or have you something else?
Gonna work on getting you Borsodi's house next.
Oh, are we?
Best of luck. Enjoy.
So Geralt has decided where we're going next. Which I'm assuming is the task that it's pointing to now.
Yeah. I mean, you're not far, so you may as well.
Cool.
Because, you know, why use the steps?
That takes ages. You have to go round the wall. Over is always better.
This the Borsodi Brothers auction house?
Seems it.
Private Kleiner, you're on duty. Need I remind you, fraternising with civilians is not allowed. Purpose of your visit?
There are some times when you just want to go, I'm a Kingslayer, try and stop me. Although technically untrue, I'd still like to say it.
Just curious. Redanian army regulars, right?
Lance Corporal Václav reporting, and this bloke's my subordinate, Private Kleiner.
Careful you don't piss yourself out of excitement.
You say something, soldier.
Not a thing.
Shouldn't you be somewhere? There's a war on, you know.
We was transferred here. All official. Written order 76 CWX. Mission, guard the auction house. Priority, high. Top, in fact.
Borsodi fella knows his way about the court. Helps the high rankings sell their war booty. Gets protection in return.
Private Kleiner, that's confidential military information.
Any of the owners home?
Meaning the one and sole owner, the esteemed host Besodi? Aye, he is.
Need to talk to him.
Order 76 CWX is clear. Auctions only open to folk with invitations. Writ out in their names, plain and simple.
Gonna let that hold you back? Come on.
Oh,
Afraid
Geralt, that
you're
was
out of
pathetic.
luck. Order 76 CWX, also held that Lance Corporal Václav stick a broomstick up his arse.
Kleiner, need I remind you of the penalty for insulting a superior?
Who have we here? Geralt, the Witcher of Rivia.
Vimy Vivaldi, the banker from... Actually, where are you from?
Matters little, mate. Gold knows no boundaries.
Good, I have some coins to change.
What's all the fash, Corporal Václav? Are you squabbling with my pal Geralt?
Master Vivaldi, sir, your esteemed associate, he weren't invited to the auction, and I've...
But I plough and have been, and he's coming with me. In you go, Geralt.
I like that we've run into Lister and Rimmer.
My orders...
Fuck your orders. Need I take this up with the sergeant? Ha! I thought not.
don't know.
No.
But I
Stand
don't
to attention.
watch
Shut your gig.
enough to know what you actually mean.
Oh, the
The-
lads will be rolling back at the barracks.
Shut it! Now march! Round you go! 1, 2, 1, 2!
Their general characteristic of the one who's overly attached to the rules and doing his job even though he's utterly useless. And the subordinate who just basically mocks him the whole way through.
Appreciate the help.
Twas nout. I've always had a mind to seeing to old pals and clients.
Business with you's a pure pleasure, Vimy.
The dear departed wifey claimed the same. Ah, folk are assembling. Auction's about to start. Time we went upstairs.
Do you know what this would be a good time for?
Gwent?
A nice looking tunic.
What did folk come to bid on? Any idea?
All kinds of valuables. Rare weaponry, exotica. But I've got my eye on a selection of canvases by the master portraitists of the Maribor School. Van de Neuve and Longenbeek.
Well, well. Never knew you to be a connoisseur.
Of course I'm not. It's all muck and rubbish to me. Point of fact, I'll just wrap 'em in paper and lock 'em in the vault.
Why in the world do...
What do you mean, why, Geralt? I've got to diversify my investments, didn't I?
Cool. Unfortunately, my tunic, I don't have a shirt or anything to wear under it, so it gets a bit bare arm, weird looking summer dress situation.
Could have sworn the Borsodi's auction house was in Novigrad.
It was, but they moved it. You see, Radovid offered Horst a preferential tax rate. 0%.
Huh. Pretty much unbeatable.
Aye, and I've nae seen a purer example of the benevolent state.
Actually, I'm really just here to talk to Horst Borsodi.
Oh, might be more of a problem than you'd expect.
Because?
An awful hermit, that one. Not a wee bit like his da, my little keep his soul. But Horst is like to show his heed during the auction. I'll introduce you then.
Be mighty indebted to you.
Think nothing of it. Only if I collect on loans and promissory notes. All right, up we go.